Hi, this is Rachelle with Scrapcraftastic. I received this pen. It's called Starlights by Ink. Ink is a company that sells at Dollar Tree. I don't know if it's a Dollar Tree company, but I received two of these pens as table mate gifts at the Real Talk Real Plans meetup or event. Um, and I love this pen. I couldn't believe it's from Dollar Tree, but yes, it's from Dollar Tree. So I went on the hunt trying to find this particular pen. I was not able to find it. I've checked several Dollar Tree stores and nothing. I've checked the app. I've done some searching on Google and nothing. I even went to the Ink website just to see, and yeah, no luck there either. So I decided to try out some other pens from Dollar Tree to see if there was something comparable because I only have two of these and I've been kind of hoarding them, not using them because I have two. On a trip to Dollar Tree, and I've already opened some of these, well, most of it. I found these three Ink brand pens to test. Now, I know this one is not what I'm looking for because I just got this. It's decorative and I like the color. So that's out. But between these two, I'm hoping that something is comparable to the Starlights. So this is the ink matrix, and this is the journaling ink prism retractable gel pen. This one says it's ultra fine. It's gel pen also. Both of them are black ink. You get two pens for $1.25. I also picked up this notepad, which when I first saw this, I thought it was all of this was one sheet, that this was part of the design of the page, but it's actually three different sections. So you have the today with morning, afternoon, and goals on the bottom. You have this week, so it's Monday through Sunday, no split weekend actually, and then a priority space. That's the page with the scallops. Then we have a notes page. Now, this is 5 by 7. You could actually punch this, put it on discs or rings if you wanted to, or find a way to tip it in. But basically, you have a whole weekly situation with daily pages. It's just that they have um, shaped bottom edges, except for the notes pages. Even just to take the notes out, punch and put it in your planner could work. You could even trim this one down. I don't know if it will work for the others, but you could trim this one down and use it in a different size planner. Again, this is 5 by 7, so that will work. So before we get into finding a duplicate or a good dupe for that one, I wanted to test this out. And I don't know why I opened them up, but I did. So I was getting this kind of as a substitute from the designer pens from Simply Gilded, and I think Cookie Sticker Co. used to sell them too. I don't know who else sells the designer pens. You can feel the glittery texture on this one, but again, this would be good for flat lays, your photos of your planner, just to have something colorful and nice when you take a photo of your planner. But let's test it out. I think it's just, let's see, glitter fashion pen, retractable, super smooth writing, 1.0 millimeter, and it's a ballpoint black ink. And then this is the information on the back. So this is part of the journaling line as well. Let's see. Well, let's get it going. Yeah. Now my handwriting is not that great. I'm having an issue on the side of my finger here with some pain, so it's kind of hard. It's unfortunate that it happened to my left hand. There's nothing um fantastic about it. It's just a typical pen, ballpoint pen. It doesn't require as much pressure as some do, and it does glide pretty well. So for what It is. It's pretty good. But again, I mostly got this for photo layouts, flat lays. But yeah, it's an option. Okay. Now let's talk about this. This is the Starlights. Let's get it going good. And this is, what did I say? Point 0.7 ink from Dollar Tree. It writes so nice. It's a nice weight. It's not too heavy and it doesn't feel light and cheap. It's got this nice grip. The color is nice. The design is nice. It's just a nice pen, considering that it's a 2-pack from Dollar Tree. I just thought it was really awesome. Just to show you, this was the other pen. So I got the pink and the yellow. And this is what they look like. So if you find these, you might want to grab them. I'm not sure that they're still available. I haven't found any. I don't see any signs of them being available, but if you can find it, go for it. So this is the Matrix. It has similar look. Of course, it's made by the same company. It's got the grip. I think this one is a little nicer. It's got that pearlescent look on part of the barrel of the pen. But I mean, this is okay. It's just like a milky green color, and it does have the Matrix branding on here. It says ink, and this is point 0.5. So let's try this one out. This one is a little more scratchy. I don't know if it has anything to do with the point 0.5 versus the point 0.7. I don't know if you can see, but the line is thinner. This is a bolder line. That one is a little scratchier too, but again, that's probably because it's a finer point. I don't know. Yeah, that point is considerably finer. They look like the same type of pen tip though. And I guess that would make sense being that they're the same brand. Let's try this one. Now they had these in several different colors too. I just picked the colors that I liked the best, but I do think they had purples too. And I may go back and grab some more because I think I kind of like these. So this one is the journaling ink prism. I like this one. I think this is the match. This is like this. Very much so. It's very smooth. It's got more of a decorative barrel on it. I think it's got the foiling. It's a point 0.7, same. I don't really care for this little notched area here where the silver is, but it also has the grip area. That's nice. It's just shaped differently from the Starlights. But I think the prism is the match. It's pretty much the perfect match. I think it's using the same inner parts as the Starlights. So I like this one. It seems even a little bit bolder. The ink seems a little more flowy. Let me try the Starlights again. Yeah, this one flows a little bit smoother and a little less scratch. Well, it's got less scratch. The Starlight scratches a little on the paper, and that could be the paper. I'm not sure. Um, yeah. So if you're not able to find the Starlights, then this one, which is the journaling ink prism, is pretty much exactly the same pen. The mechanisms on the inside, I think, are the same. It's just the barrel is different. So while this one is cute and I like the colorway and the design, this one has the same inner workings to me. So I'll be getting more of these. This matrix isn't too bad. And I think I would like this one in a smaller planner, like an A6. But for a bigger planner, I like this because it's got a bolder ink, and I tend to write larger in like a B6 and up. I think a finer a finer pen works better in like an A6 down, if that makes sense. Because you can really get in there tight with a finer tip. I can't write. Okay, so also previously we talked about these clear sticky notes or translucent sticky notes from Dollar Tree. I did actually see some in Walmart, and they're pretty much twice the price, maybe even three times the price that they are in Dollar Tree. So I would probably stick to the ones from Dollar Tree. And I have noticed my little pet peeve with sticky notes is off brands other than Post-it or Bic tend to leave adhesive on the layer below them. So, for instance, I have this is the top layer. When I would pull this one off on some brands, it would leave adhesive residue here, which would make it hard to write in that area, and it's just a yucky feeling. So you're losing like the width of the adhesive area as writing space on your sticky note. These don't have that adhesive that lingers behind. Now, how well they stick, they seem to stick fine. I've been kind of playing with them on my desk. They seem to be okay. The only issue was nothing really wrote well on them. And I guessed that a Sharpie would. So, and I had picked up some Sharpies from Dollar Tree a while ago. I don't know what I did with them. So I picked up another one just to test this out and to have it to use on these sticky notes because I really kind of dig this translucent sticky note. So let's see what it does. I'm sure it works. Someone left me a comment letting me know that um the oops, well, that the Sharpie pen works. So let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so they work great. Now, oh, and you don't have to worry about the smearing. At least I don't think you do. Let's see. If you swipe it as soon as you put it down, it will smear a little bit, but that works pretty good. So there you go. And even though it looks yellow here, I think there might be like some hint of yellowness in how these are made. And because they're basically clear, I'm seeing clear loosely here because they're not actually clear. But because they are clear, the buildup of them together gives that yellow tone. But when you put it on a piece of white paper, it's white, it's clear, it's translucent, and it's matte. It's got a mostly pretty matte finish. So I'll just have to keep this Sharpie pen on hand to be able to write. Gotta hold the pen right on these sticky notes. Nice. So that works. Next up, I have purchased these before and I actually use them because they're not, I don't know, they're not like mild liner special. Um, they're not expensive, and I can just toss them in my little pen bag and carry them around and not really worry about losing anything or anything like that. And they work fine. So these are four highlighters for $1.25. They are dual tip, if I remember correctly. Yes, they are. They have not much information on here, but yeah, dual tip. So that's what they look like. Got the bullet tip and the chisel. It doesn't even say that on the packaging. And this is what they look like. So that's the orangey color or peachy color. Let's do green. They're very light, which I like. I don't know if that's too light. This is yellow. You can build it up. So if you go over it twice, it's going to get darker. That's the yellow. The only thing I have issue with is the fine end seems a little harder to open. Well, that one wasn't, but it's got decent colors. So you got the orange, green, yellow, and pink. Now I know they probably smear, but let's test it. I hate to even do this to mess up my. Yep. So I'm not even gonna do that again. You can't do what I just did. You have to put down the highlighter, which is pretty common for most highlighters. You have to put it down first and then right on top, which is kind of difficult sometimes because you don't know you want to highlight things until you've already written it. Now you may be able to get away with it if it's dry for a while. Let's test here and see. Yeah, it's still smearing it a little bit. I can still see a little ink on there. Matrix works a little better, probably because it's less ink. I want to keep messing that up. Um, let's try the prism. Yeah, the ink comes off on too. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to, it probably doesn't do that with, I have to try another one. It probably doesn't have that effect on ballpoint pen. So you can get away with that with ball pretty easily. Yeah, no residue on the highlighter. I don't know. Nobody ever seems to really talk about that, that you have to put down the highlighter first and then write on top of it if you don't want the ink to smear. And I mean, you can test that out depending on the highlighter, depending on the pen. I'm pretty sure I could get away with it with the Sharpie. You let it dry. Then let's try the yellow. Yeah, no residue at all. So no residue with the Sharpie pen. I don't know if that works with all highlighters, but again, these you get four highlighters for $1.25. So if you are planning or into stationery on a budget, this is a good buy. Again, this is my second time because I used up the other one. That is it. And I had them for several years. So they lasted a good while. I feel like I got my money's worth. That is everything. If you are interested in the Starlight's pen, you want to try something out similar, check out the Journaling Ink Prism Retractable Gel Pen. It's got the comfort grip, super smooth writing, quick dry. It's not so quick dry, but that is it. You want a nice pen for photos. You don't want to drop a bundle on pens. This would be good. They do have other designs. I just thought this one was nice. It's got like a mermaid scale and the pastel glittery color I thought was nice. And this one, I'm not saying no to it. It just has a finer point. And if you like a finer line with your pen, the Matrix is cool too. I'm not disappointed with any of these. And all of this is from Dollar Tree, including the notepad and the sticky notes. So you can have a nice little stationery collection, um, and not drop a bundle to achieve that. You like pens, you can get some nice pens at Dollar Tree. They're much better than they used to. The quality of them is better. Again, they're not overly heavy and they don't feel cheap and lightweight. And these are nice gel pens. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you tried any of these? and let me know what you thought about them. And if you made it all the way to this part of the video, leave a pin in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And you may be interested in this other video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.